Hi, my name is Fred McCormick, and I work with Digital Design, and I'm part of your support team. We're going to make a video today tutorial that's going to show us just the basics on getting set up and logged in for your very first time. So, let's get started. If we go to your Start button, mine already shows here. We're looking for remote desktop. And if it doesn't show up on your screen, go into your search window down at the bottom here and just type in remote. And you'll see it right there. And we want to go to show options, go to local resources, make sure your printer is unchecked, click on more, and remove the checkbox off of your drive. That being said, we go to general and click on save as, and what we're going to do is create a shortcut on your desktop, and we're going to call it digital. So if I just click on save, and you can see here's my shortcut right here. So now all I got to do is double click on this and it will always go. So typically when we set up a user, the way that we like to structure them because of turnover in personnel is we'll have a couple of an abbreviation of the company's initials and then accounting, parts, service, etc. So ACCOUNTING1 will give you your password. And we automatically default to triggering Outlook. And just what I want you to do is minimize it. And that way when you run a report and it produces a PDF, you can email it to anybody. You can email an invoice, however you want to approach it. Okay, so now we're going to log in. And I'm going to deliberately make a mistake here. DDDEMO. Okay, and if you've given the wrong login, it's never going to accept it. So you click on cancel. And then you're going to get your blue screen back up here and just go to the bottom, right click and close. And then start over. Guarantee this is going to happen at least once to you. So DDEMO. And here we are. This is Murphy's Law. It's kind of like a joke for the day. And the next question we're going to do is ask you for the branch number. And this is important. This is, remember, we have a multi-store inventory. So we're really asking you, whose inventory are we going to take it out of? Store number 10, store number 20. So when you key in a number here, all the other programs, every time it asks you store number, it's going to default off to the right. And if you hit return, it's going to accept that store number. That way you're not bothered with store number on every single transaction. But if you key in 99, which is what we're going to do in this demo, that is ask me store number on every question, or on every program, if you will, but default to store number space. And you'll see what I mean in a sec. Okay, so that being said, here's the master menu. And guaranteed this is going to happen to everybody, so this is why I have to go through this. If you hit return, you'll see a pound sign down at the bottom. So I'm just going to draw a line to it to draw attention. And that pound sign is the equivalent of a DOS prompt. But we're in Linux here. So if you type in menu and a pound sign, you go right back to the program. Now, if you're ever stuck, like I'm just going to go into accounts receivable and I'm going to go into customer maintenance. If you're ever stuck and you didn't know what to do, a Control D and a Control C will take you to that infamous pound sign. And so all you got to do there is type in menu and you're back to the menu. Guaranteed you're going to get stuck once or twice and not know what to do. That's why I'm going through this. Once you get through that basic, it's real simple. You'll never get stuck. Okay, so that covers the basics of getting connected, getting logged in. Now, I'm just going to go over some of the basic things that you're going to run into. I'm going to go into accounts receivable, and I'm going to do number 16, which is enter inquire customers. Anytime you see an alpha scan down here, what that means is if I do a question mark and the letter B, oops, capital B, it'll go out there and pull up all the customers that start with the letter B. And I can choose one and it pulls it up for me. Or if I do a question mark BER, then it's going to pull up all the customers that start with BER. And the more selective I get, the closer we bring this down. Okay, that's called the alpha scan. If I type in a phone number, let's do pound sign 702-259-7790. Of course I don't have one. Okay, well I don't. Let's find one here real quick. Okay, it's 800-843-6353. So if I do a pound sign 800-843-6353, it pulls that customer up by the phone number rather than the account number. Simple enough. Question mark 17. I'm sorry. If I do also, it was 1753, I believe, was that customer. You can also pull it up by account number. 99% of the time, you are going to pull it up by alpha scan. And also, whatever's in the alpha scan, like this, I'm going to put ZZZ right here. So now, if I did a question mark BER, it's not going to show up. But if I did a question mark ZZZ, that's the one I just did that shows up. And so if I go back up to number 3, it's just going to recopy the first 10 characters of the name. That's how the alpha scan works. Okay, one last thing is every field in the program here it's asking for something. So if you go up to that field and you do a question mark, it opens up a help screen and takes you right to that page of the documentation and says, here's what I'm looking for in that field. If I do a terms code, I'm going to do the same thing, question mark. $ equals COD cash, N equals net, H equals hold, etc. And also, one more basic that I want to go through. I'm just going to go through a report. And I'm just hitting return. If you make a mistake, the way to go back is X return, X return, X return. And to get out of a program, end takes you back to the menu. One last thing I forgot on that alpha scan. Question mark BER. If I keep going and keep going, also an X return takes you a screen backwards. And last but not least, well, let's pull up somebody here too. Whenever you're doing a date, your dates are 8 digits, 1105-2013. No dashes, no slashes. And if you're going to do, it'll be 0101-2013-215, whatever you're going to put there. That's your date. Your phone numbers. It is no 1 in front of the area code. Just put in pure numbers. Area code and the full number. Okay, that pretty well covers it. There's nothing else to worry about. Whenever you see a length like this is the full length of that field, 25 characters big. And that's basically a standard throughout the whole system. That's why I did the getting started. I wanted you to get your feet wet in what to expect throughout the software. and it's consistently embedded throughout everything. Okay, I hope that cleared up any questions, and as you go to the other videos, if you learn these basics first, you won't get stuck and you know what to do. Okay, thanks for watching.